And now we're very excited to welcome Ondrej Pavelec from Team Czechia, their goaltenders coach. Everybody in Winnipeg's ears perked up when they heard Ondrej Pavelec's coming on the show today, and they've got a lot of questions for him. Coach Pavelec, I should say. How's that feel?
A little bit weird, but it's a great experience for me so far, and we'll see how long I'm going to do it.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, we got a lot to go through here. You got some really good goalies with Team Czechia. Tell me, and you've used 2 through this tournament so far?
We used 2, yeah.
Used 2. Yeah. Who's going today?
Well, Tomas Suchanek, and he's playing against the Canada, and I think that he had a really, really good game, almost 60 shots, so I think he's ready to go. Well,
so it's game day, and that's why I'm so pleased that Hockey Canada brought you down, and also Team Czechia on a game day. Tomas Suchanek, with the Tri-City Americans, we were just amazed at how well he played against Canada the other day. He was the player of the game for you guys.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he literally did all he could do.
Yeah, well, it wasn't easy for him. That was his first game on the tournament, and especially against the home team, and he get ready himself to play well, and it's the goalie is about the head, about what you have between the ears, and I think he handled that pretty well, and he got the chance to play tonight again, and we'll see how that goes.
You're playing the USA, who's 4-0. There's a lot of people cheering for Czechia. Have you realized that? They want the USA to lose.
Well, we are in Canada. Right?
Yeah, so you're not surprised
so I'm not
by
surprised
that.
at all.
Yeah, so Czechia 1-0-1-2 in the round robin. How did you feel your team played to get to this point?
You know what? We played a really tough game against Slovak on the first game. Always on the first game on tournament is really tough, and you never know what to expect from the both teams. And I think we were up 4-2, and they tied the game. I think 3 minutes left, and then we scored the winning goal right after, next shift. So that was huge for us, and all 3 points was huge for us. And against Finland, I think that was I think our best game so far. Even if we lost in the shootout, but overall I think we played a really good game, and we had that important point. And after that we played Canada. It was our goalie played really well, and we make some mistakes that you can't do that against great team. And we lost the last game against Latvia, and that was our worst game. And I don't know what exactly happened that game, but we just wasn't ready to play, and Latvia deserved it.
Well, you were playing a team that was very motivated, right? In Latvia.
Exactly, but it's not an excuse. And you play the World Juniors, and you have to be motivated. Just the fact that you play here, you play in a nice building like this one, and I still don't understand what happened. But with all respect to Latvia, we should win that game. But if you watch the game, and we just didn't deserve it.
Yeah, well, you can redeem yourself tonight. This is the game that matters.
Exactly.
Right. Ondrej Pavelec, 398 games in the National Hockey League with the Atlanta Thrashers, Winnipeg Jets, and New York Rangers. Played in the Q in Cape Breton, but was an original draft choice of Atlanta in 2005. And I'll get to the NHL stories in a second. And we don't have them for a long time, by the way. Should tell the viewers that. I really appreciate you coming down on a game day. But you said before we went on the air, there are things you wish you knew when you were a player that you know now. That's what makes you young coaches. That's why you're a coach, so you can pass that along, right?
Yeah,
but
well...
tell the viewers what you said.
Well,
you wish you paid attention a little more.
Yeah. I'm just a goalie coach, so
yeah.
And it's two different. I always saying it's two different sports, to be the player or the goalie.
Yeah.
And I really wish that I pay attention on the meetings, and even on the power plays, even on the penalty kills, even on 5-on-5, because now I learning a lot of stuff, and I have a great guys around me with the coaching stuff, and but like I said, I really wish that I pay attention more.
You bet every goalie's like that. You have to understand, you didn't do anything wrong. Even at the NHL level, it's get in there and stop the puck.
Exactly.
That's your job.
That's all matters, right?
Right. So what are you learning now as a coach? And what are you passing along?
Yeah, well, I started this job in July, and then I've been with the team now probably like almost 2 months, and you learn a lot of things. You know, how to handle, for example, like how you handle 3 goalies. You know, most of my career I play only with the 2 goalies were on the ice on the practice and on the tournaments, and so you learn that how you keep busy, hold 3 goalies on the practice and before the practice, and you know, in the game on the game day. You know, it's a different job.
Is it fun?
It's fun. It's fun, and it's pressure. It's you know, you play for your national team, and even if you're coaching, not playing, but you still do the best. Still want to do the best for the country, and that's what keep me motivated.
How did you get into it?
Yeah, well, I just got the call from the federation, and even before the head coach, and then the federation decide who's going to be the coach, and we had the call, and you know,
here we are.
I was great. You know, it's a great opportunity for me, and we'll see how it goes.
Good for you. Well, now Czechia's got even more fans here now because of that story. Now, Ryan, you can come on up and take that if you want. Go ahead. Ryan in New York, watch people taking photos here, by the way. We got a big deal here, Ondrej Pavelec. He wants to know if you have any stories from your time in Atlanta. What's memorable of your time with the Atlanta Thrashers?
Wow. That's a good question. You know, I enjoy my time in Atlanta, and you know, I was young. I was really young, and you know, it was a lot of pressure on me, and you know, I would say I don't have any crazy stories in Atlanta, but what I would say is just my goalie partner. I always had a great guy right beside me, and you know, it was Johan Hedberg, Chris Mason,
the Moose. Yeah.
You know, so it was a great guys, and they teach me a lot, and you know, that's what I remember, and that's what I always gonna remember.
From Patrolman Pete in Winnipeg says, "This is gold. It is gold." I'm enjoying it as much as you folks are. Oleg in Winnipeg wants to know, who was your favorite all-time teammate?
Again, I would say I'm gonna say goalies, but I got the one guy beside that. It was you know, Al Montoya, Chris Mason, and the big guy, Big Buff. Big Buff was it was a funny guy, and it was a great to be around him. And I have to say Buff.
Well, there's a school of thought, English term if you know what that means, that the Jets' fortunes went when Buff said no more. What do you think about that?
Well,
you see that might be the case?
Well, I don't exactly know what do you mean.
When Buff said he don't want to play anymore.
Oh, this one. I wasn't there already. I wasn't there. But what I heard, he just didn't want to play. He played for fun. He liked to play hockey. But, you know, it was in my case as well. I didn't enjoy it anymore, and I stopped playing.
Well, but I think the point is the fans are saying the Jets haven't been good since Buff retired, and just sitting from the outside and watching, it looks that way. Was he that important to that dressing room and on the ice?
He was important. He was an important player. I don't know. You know what? I wasn't there, so it's hard to say, and I don't want to, you know, speculate about what was the reason or not. I think they had a pretty good run after Buff, I think, and you know, they played the third round. They lost Vegas, I think, that year, and it's hard to say, but of course he was a big player and great guy in dressing room.
John in Winnipeg says, Pav, can you please tell us something about head coach Paul Maurice that might surprise Jets fans? Got any funny stories about your coach?
No.
Paul he doesn't seem like a funny guy. Nice guy, but
he's funny. He's funny guy. He's funny guy in dressing room, and what I respect Paul, and I think he's a great coach, and you know what I remember, it was first time he stepped in the dressing room, and tall guy with, you know, had a speech. It was a short speech, and you know, there was a time I said it to I don't know who was another goalie. I think it was Al Montoya, I think, and I told him, I said, wow, I think that's gonna work. I think that this is gonna work. After 5-minute speech, I said that, and I think it works for Winnipeg.
Well, I think it works too. Talk about, well, you played in Atlanta. where nobody really knew hockey, and you go to Winnipeg where everybody knows hockey or thinks they know hockey. How difficult?
Everybody know hockey. Everybody know. And we had that 1 million coaches there. And I know what you want me to ask.
Is that tough?
It was tough. It was tough. But, you know, first 2 years, it was excitement. Excitement. Even if we lose, they were still happy. They were happy that they had the team back, you know, after a while. And we really enjoyed it. But, you know, after that, it was kind of the third year, you know, they want to win. They want to win. So, you know, but that's Canada. That's hockey. You know, you can be happy if you lose the game. And you know, but it gets harder and harder every year. But that's hockey. That's the pressure, and especially in Canada, they want to win. They want to win. They pay big money to go to watching you, and they deserve. My time when I was there, they deserve a little bit better from us.
Mm-hmm. Well, they do deserve the best in Winnipeg. Whether they're getting it or not remains to be seen. Now, you finished your career with the New York Rangers in 27-18. How did it be that you went from Winnipeg to New York? Take me back to that. How'd that come to be?
Well, I wanted to retire after the Winnipeg, and all of a sudden I got the call from the New York, and I was waiting for free agency, and we make the deal, and I really enjoyed that year in New York, and it was a big change for me from Winnipeg to New York City. That was big difference, and it was completely new situation for me. I was a backup after, you know, behind Henrik and the king and the king of the city, and you know that me right now as a goalie coach, I'm really happy that I spent the year with the Henrik.
Why?
He was one of the best. He was one of the best goalie, and not only on the ice, but how he prepared for the game, how he handled different situations, how he handled, you know, situation after the bad goal, how he handled the next day, how he handled the good game, because that's, you know, that's important as well. And you know, he was great. He was great to me, and I always remember that.
Are you realizing now, folks, that everything happens for a reason in life? Do you know that, Pav? Everything happens for a reason. You know that. And he 100%. Said how happy he was to go to New York and how that's helped his coaching career. Just a couple technical goalie questions before I let you go, because I'm in the goalie union. Is there one goalie under 6 feet tall in this tournament? Is there even one?
Oh, I would say yes. I would say the Swiss goalie, I think.
So we'll get a look at him today against Canada. But your guys are good size.
They're good size.
Yeah.
Good skaters. You know that. But look at the NHL now. I think the smallest goalie getting in.
Good.
I would say that. And look at the UC Saros from Nashville. That he's absolutely unbelievable, I think, and for his size. And you know, you never know. You never know. Just
I've often said it should just stop the puck. It doesn't matter how you do it. But they've wanted to go to skyscrapers. You're 6'3", I'm 6'3". There's 6'6", 6'7" goalies in the NHL. Why do you think the NHL went that way, and why do you think it's coming back a little bit?
You know, that's a really tough question, and I don't know. It's the game changing, right? The game changing a little bit. The system's changing a little bit. It's not that tough anymore. You know, you have to protect your own crease, right? As a goalie. But not anymore. You know, the referee look at it. You know, they protect the goalies, so the goalies doesn't need to be that big. And of course, you know, they are really good skaters right now in the net. And it used to be, you know, the worst skater when
as a kid,
the goalie. Yeah. As a kid, you wasn't good skater. You went straight to the net. But the time changed, and they are really good skaters. And so if you're a good skater, it's allowed you to, you know, to be quicker, faster, and everything, and you don't have to be tall.
Yeah, you should be the best skater on the team. And if you're not, work to be the best skater on your team, you can still be a goalie. The reason I ask about the height thing is I see so many kids that are under 6 feet but are great goalies, and I look and say you don't even have a chance, and it's not even your fault. You know, so I'm glad to see that that's changing a little bit.
Yeah, it's changing a little bit, and you know, we'll see how it goes.
I know you got to go. Thanks for this. Good luck, man. We'll be cheering for you.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Ondrej Pavelec of Team Czechia. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching the RP Show on YouTube. And don't forget, we're live daily on YouTube from noon to 2 Eastern. If you like what you see,
hit subscribe. And if you like the program, check around for other segments of The Rod Pedersen Show here on YouTube.